Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good New Year's. I'm recording this on New Year's Day. I think it will be going out on the 2nd, maybe? Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow, day after, 3rd. So yeah, so all the festivities are over now. But yeah, start of a new year, but things don't change here, I'm afraid. No, we are continuing in Pine Valley Zoo. So last episode I was working on the lower sort of shop area within the reptile habitat, and I said I was going to do a bit of work off camera on the marketplace, so that's the top shop area. And I have done so, and I think it's really come along very nicely, which is purposely why I'm not showing you it just yet. So the idea with this area behind me was that I wanted it to look bright, colourful, attractive, different to the rest of the zoo, really stand out, look like a market, a little bit jumbly, not quite finished yet, but pretty much. Just got a little bit of foliage that I want to put in over the top of it where the train is. So I'm going to turn around and show you what I've done, and you can let me know what you think. Okay, so here we go. This is, actually no, I'm completely in the wrong place. This is our little market area over here. So quite a lot to show you, but hopefully you get the impression straight away that it's a distinctly different looking area. I've gone with this the hydrangea bushes out all around here to really bring in some colour on the outside. I've changed the flooring as well, so we've got this lovely bright patterned floor all the way through the whole area. I've used these big striped beams as well, just to really bring in a bit of colour. And then I've just gone really nuts, basically. If you remember in the last episode, I put all sorts of bits down on the floor that I wanted to use, and that's what I've done. So all of these benches that I created, I filled them all up with boxes and fruits, made piles of potatoes in some, piles of tomatoes, piles of carrots, things fallen over. I got one of these carriages at an angle here, and I've put it kind of propped up on these boxes at the back. And then again just laid it up with some boxes and some bits of fruit in there to really make it look like a marketplace where you can just come in and sort of grab your fruit out of here and then take it to here and put it in a taco or whatever, or this one you've got Bernie's Bake, so you've got the big ice cream out the front here, and you've got a little bottle piece here that suggests like you can put sauces onto your ice creams. I'm not sure what that is that's poking through there, actually. I can assume that's part of the... is that? Yes, it's the top of the fencing from that, isn't it, actually? Never mind, you know what, I'm going to ignore that. You can ignore that too, pretend it's not there. Lots of signs, so you've got the big sign there, you've got a standing sign. You can put a sign on the front here for this one. Same here, you've got the big sign here, and then I'll put a smaller one on the front here, because obviously you can approach the area from down here, although if you've got to there, you've already gone past it. But anyway, you know, just filling every gap basically that I could find. Rugs on the floor. I've got sacks with oranges sort of stood around. And then let's come around here. More signs, more wall signs. I've got a little carpet area here, so you can buy these rugs. Actually, I was going to put a little sign on here somewhere telling you how much the rugs cost, so I might do that as well. More rugs on the floor, more signs, lots of signage here, so I'll combine two of the Pip Shop Water signs there. Oh yes, also on the floor I put a couple of these neon signs on the floor here, so you've got the drink there and then you've got the pizza slice here, so they light up at night and look really cool. And again here, so you've got a big pile of pumpkins. Apparently you can put your pumpkins onto a pizza, why not? More rugs on the floor, you've got the toilets over here, done a little hanging sign in the roof here. And then I've got this cart at the end here again with some sacks of oranges and some melons and tomatoes on there as well. I didn't do anything on this middle area. I've just sunk some bamboo in here. I just felt like this middle area needed just a bit of foliage. I didn't want to put more. My original idea was to create another table over here, but I thought that would just be a bit too much. So I've just got some foliage there, nice and simple. And the same on the outside. Again, I was thinking of putting some sort of covering this railing with more benches, but actually I think it works just fine like it is. Just nice bright foliage, and you've got these poles. So yeah, it all came together really nicely. The roof, I just created a template like that, So this at the end here is two pieces right next to each other. So you've got a top piece here. This is the wooden plank flooring piece, and then you've got another of the same pieces turned sideways and just sunk one bit lower, so it creates this lovely sort of checkered pattern. And then I just copied that and changed the height a bit, give it a bit of height variation, changed the length, made sure it was covering the areas I wanted. So I wanted this bit to be left open here, so again just sunk those in there. So yeah, everything has just come together really nicely actually. Up the top here I just did a nice layer of rocks there. Got rid of the land here originally came all the way along here, so I got rid of that and replaced it with rocks, so that all looks nice and sturdy there. Could do with a bit of foliage, so I'll probably do some of that. The other thing that I was considering putting on here somewhere were some flags. So let's actually just have a look at some flags, shall we? Actually they're not called flags, are they? No, what are they called? It's bunting, is that right? Bunting? Yeah, this is the stuff. Now let's see if I line this to surface. Yeah, that's good. It's quite big. I probably want to change the colouring as well. I wonder, do I want to... Yeah, I think red and yellow is a good colour, isn't it? What do we think? I don't want to be over the top. That's too big. There is smaller stuff, isn't there? Actually, that one's quite nice, matching the poles. Although I liked the idea of one that bends a bit. Yeah, that's the one I want. If I can bring that out and then just bring it up like that. I think a few of these just dotted around would look good. Not everywhere, just on a few of these. Oh, let's change the colour. That's a bit odd. Hang on. If I copy and paste that one, it should keep the colour. Yeah, good. Yeah, so I think if I can just put these on a few of these beams, I think that will look good. I don't want it on every one. I think it would be a little bit too much. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this all came together. It did take me time. It's always tricky because I like to do stuff so that you can see my process, but I think you kind of get the idea of how I did all of this. It's nothing fancy. It's just a lot of detail. You know, so I mean, let me know what you think. Would you have preferred me to have done all of that on camera so you can see me do it, or do you want me to do stuff like that off camera? Because it was very time consuming. I mean, that was probably sort of 2 hours work, and so that's sort of 3 or 4 episodes, you know, and that's a lot of time to be spending doing one project, which isn't really a major part of the zoo, is it? I mean, I had a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but you know, I don't think you guys want to be sitting there just watching me doing that sort of thing. Right, while we're here, let's have a look at some of this up here. You know me. I like to get my my arrowwood bush in wherever I can, and it always looks good on this sort of rock work. You know, that really doesn't need too much up here, does it? I might just give it 1 or 2 little bushes as well. No, that's not going to work there. Let's give them a big bush there. Let's give them one of them. Yeah, it's looking better already actually, isn't it? Obviously I don't want to do too much here because I don't know what I'm going to be doing up on this hill. I just want that little bit of rock work there to look finished. I quite like this cave entrance here. I could do some rocks around it, but actually I quite like it as it is. I've terrain painted it so it looks a bit more rocky, so I am happy with that. I'm going to leave that. So that is basically all I'm doing there. Let me just check it at night time. I can't remember if I've put many lights in or if it'll even need many lights because there's quite a lot of signs. I love the neon things on the floor. Look, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That and the pizza slice as well. Quite like that idea. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. What do we think? Do we think more lights are needed? They probably are, aren't they? Let's have a look. What have we got? Some basic lampposts. How about, yeah, how about some lampposts kind of in the middle of these bushes out here, just to provide a little bit of light, not too much, just a sprinkling of illumination here and there. Something like that. Yeah, that's quite nice. It lights the bushes up nicely as well. Actually, I could probably do one just at the back here as well, and maybe even another one just in here. Okay, what do we think to that? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. How about up here, actually, on these rocks? Let me just have a look at my favourite light and see what I can do up here. Whether this will look good. Yeah, I think. How about a bit of red lighting up here? Yeah, see, I do like the red lighting. Hang on, I need to align that to surface. So it would look good. No, see, I think it would need to be actually on the rocks out here if I'm going to do it. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then I reckon if I can sink some into these rocks. Just to continue that red glow all the way along there. That's all that needs. That's nice. That's more for the train people than it is for the people underneath, because you're not really seeing much. Although you get a bit of a red tinge coming through there actually, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, that's more for the train passengers here. Oops. Can't actually click on the train. Here we go. Ah, wrong train. Oh no, hang on. I'm on. Oh, there we go. Can't really see much from there, though, can we? Oh, never mind. That was a bad idea. Sorry, that didn't work at all. I was hoping to get a ride on that train. There we go. We can see it from the outside. That does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Good, good, good. I love that it goes nice and slow up here. Actually, gives you a bit of a view over the whole area here. That's cool. Okay, let's get it back to daytime then. So I'm pretty happy with our marketplace. I'm very happy with that actually. I think that's come together really nicely. Looks pretty unique, pretty special. I'm not going to put it on the thumbnail for this episode. I don't know what this episode's thumbnail will be, but I'm not going to put that on because I want it to be a surprise when you actually get into the episode. So you won't have seen that on the thumbnail. I'll do something else on the thumbnail. So let's continue. I never got round to putting our enrichment items down on here, did I? So let's do that, and then I need to do, I was going to do a little walkway, wasn't I, around here somewhere. So I think that would be good. And then obviously I've got a lot more work I want to do on this cliff face up here and along here. And obviously I've got this side over here as well. So yeah, plenty still to do. But yeah, let's just have a look at the enrichment. So species, now I'm going to miss some here, so I apologise straight away. Although I imagine most of these are pretty much the same for all of these different animals. But yeah, I just want to get a general sense of what these animals can use. Actually, blimey, there's quite a few different ones actually, isn't there, for the different animals. I can't even remember what else we've got in here now. No, not the alarm monitor. That's, oh god, yeah. Yeah, it's adding more and more. Okay. Hopefully I can get something in for all the different animals, but it's not going to be easy because they haven't got a lot of land space. What is there? Saltwater crocodile. And the spectacled caiman. Okay. Is that everything? How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's right. I think we've got 6 different animals in here. So what can I get in? These mud baths are cool. I'd like to get one of these up the back here. I think that's for the crocodiles. That's good, and you'll be able to see that from up here, kind of standing and looking down over them. That's good. Hopefully that didn't mess the land up, did it? Good, good, good. Okay. I could get a scented prey. Scented prey stack. No, hang on. What's it called? A prey scented sack. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's get one of them back here as well. And probably one of these rubbing boards I think would look good back here. If I can squeeze stuff in right at the back, it kind of gives me a bit more scope to get them in and not mess up the terrain too much. Yeah, it doesn't really do much to the terrain luckily back there. That's good. Cool, okay. And then actually you've got these things in the water. I don't think there's going to be anywhere in the water for that to go. I'm not even sure what would use that. I thought it was any penguin. Oh, look at that. I could actually get one right in the middle of this. I don't really want to mess that up though. No, I don't want that there. No, I don't want to fill up the water with rubbish. No, that's fine. I will put a duck in, obviously, because no enclosure is complete without a duck. Right, let's get a ball for them up there. And we've got a food one as well, so let's get that up the back here. I want to make sure these balls don't just roll straight into the water if I can. Yep, good. Let's get a little scent thingy. What's that? A blood scent marker. Yep, let's get that in there. So there's lots going on this beach. Now I know I have got this beach up here as well, so I will also get some bits and pieces over here. So let's get one of those in. I didn't put one of these ones before, so let's get one of these in as well if I can. I'm hoping this terrain is still okay. Let's give them a football. That may well roll into the water. Yes, it's going to roll into the water. What was it? No, it's going to, look at that, it hits the grasses. That's good. Oh no, now it's going to roll in the water. Never mind, it's fine. I will get a bamboo feeder and I'll try and put that in such a way that it doesn't just roll straight into the water as well. Is that going to work? I don't mind if the ball's in the water, they'll still play with it. Right, the food thing is just rolling around a bit here. That's fine, they'll find it. A small pumpkin ball as well. I could try and see about getting one of them up here somewhere. Is that going to just roll straight into the water as well? Yes, it is. That is the problem with slopes. Actually, what is that? Is that? I don't know if that's classed as food or just a ball, but either way, it's there. It's fine. Let's get a rubber duck or two in, shall we? Because no habitat is complete without a rubber duck. There we go. Lovely. I feel the need to get 2 of these in. There we go. Let's get them over there as well. Good. Okay. Right. I think that's probably enough enrichment. Oh, actually, I forgot. I've got the cave here as well, haven't I? I don't think there's going to be anywhere deep enough for these underwater feeders, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Yeah, not deep enough. I'm guessing you can only sink it so far. Oh, actually, it says that that's usable now. It says accessible, so I'm going to assume that's going to work. Now, I'm just wondering if that's a good spot for it. You know, I might just bring it further over into this open area here. There we go, accessible, excellent. I might even duplicate that and see if I can get another one over here somewhere. Because we've got quite a nice area just here, haven't we? So let's see about getting one of them over there as well. Let's just spin that round. Right. That one is accessible as well, excellent. Okay. So we managed to get some water feeders in, that's great. So we're pretty much sorted. Most of this is in now. Little water jet rock, I'm not really sure what you're meant to do with these. I'm guessing this is something that just goes on the land here and they come out and play with it. So I'm fine with that, I don't mind having one of them on here, and I might even get one of these little water ones as well. It does mess the land up a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Saltwater crocodile, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, I didn't realise that these bushes were messing up the traversable areas. Do you know what? Let's get rid of that one. That definitely. And in fact, you know what? I don't want these traversable areas to get messed up. Not that much anyway. So let's just get rid of them. Let's just find our saltwater crocodile again. No, that's a treat. Or Gharial, you're big as well. Right, how are they looking? Good, they can get in here. Ooh. I guess these are brown, so that probably means they're not usable by that particular animal. I would assume that's what that means. Let's select some of the other ones. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I mean they're accessible, so I'm going to assume that one of these animals must want to use them. What else have we got in here? No, you're not using it. You're not using it. I'm not sure which ones are using these things. There's a lot of hungry animals in here as well, actually. They don't seem to be getting fed very well. Maybe these aren't accessible. Maybe they need to come further forwards. It says accessible. That one says accessible. But it's not. Okay, I'm not sure why that doesn't seem to think that it can use them. So you can go all around them, but it doesn't want to use it for some reason. Nile monitor, yeah, I mean it's saying that they can use it. Okay, well I might have to just keep an eye on that. Oh look, we got a little, what we got here, a little dwarf caiman using our mud bath, that's good. Why are they so hungry? Let me just think whether I've set all the different options here. Did I go down? I did, yeah, look, I have gone down and done all of these. They've all got food quality 3. So they should all be getting fed well. It may just be that they're, because you've got so many animals in there, they only feed one at a time. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not a big issue because I've got all the different things. I've got everything turned off. You know, they're not going to be upset because they're hungry. But I would like things to be getting fed properly if I can possibly do that. But I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's not working, is it? Because clearly a lot of these things are hungry. But they've got the enrichment now, and they've got the food enrichment, so they should do better with their hunger now. Because they'll find other things. Look. Actually, oh no, that was the ball, that one, not pumpkin. Did I put a pumpkin thing in? No, I got a blood thing, didn't I? I can't remember. It was only 2 minutes ago I did it, and I've already forgotten what I put in. We've got the underwater feeders, so hopefully those will work at some point. Anyway, let's crack on. So that's enrichment done. I'm happy with enrichment. Okay. So I was going to build. Oh look, we've got our guy in. What's he doing? He's inspecting. They look hungry. I'll get some food from. Yeah, so he's preparing food. How? He has got to go up to there, but that's not far, really, is it? What are you doing? Okay, you're inspecting the cloudy leopards. Maybe I should try and put one closer, but it's, you know, he's only got to go to there and back. That's not a long way, is it? I don't see that as being an issue. I think it's just that he has to do it 6 times because there are 6 different animals in there. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, I was going to do a pathway, wasn't I, here for the staff, because that it looks a bit unrealistic, I would say, that the staff can walk around on that. So what I'm thinking is to build a little walkway with planks. So let's have a look. Yeah, this is a nice plank. Let's get rid of align to surface. And let's create a very basic little walkway like this. Yeah. How do I want to do this? Yeah, hang on, let's keep it going. Let's do another one. Something like that. Let's get angle snap on. Let's just turn a couple of them just to give them a little bit of variation. Good. I need to combine those. Excellent. Okay, that's a good start. And then I think I need no, let's go with beams, and I want to find a very basic beam. Something a darker color I think would look good. Yes, I think that one will look good, and it's the right width. I want this as the, yeah, as that bit basically is the bit that goes underneath and supports them. Although actually that didn't quite get the right angle, did it? Let's just try that again. That's better. Okay. Yeah, so one of them at that end. And actually I won't need it at this end because this end will be buried in the side of the hillside. So I'll do two like that, and then you won't see that end because it will be buried. So you just assume that that's there. Right, and then I need a downwards, something downwards, probably a log, I would say. Probably not one like that, probably one like that, I reckon. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. I think probably bring it up to there, and then yeah, I think if I do it in the middle, I think that will look good. Right, and then the idea is that I take this and just create something like that. And oh, why is it? It's going to be annoying, isn't it? Why on earth is it doing it quite like that? Okay, fine. If you're going to be awkward, I'll just do it manually. Let's get rid of angle snap. So yeah, so the idea is that it's virtually flat, and it will kind of, they'll kind of blend into each other basically, is the plan. I might have to do some small steps at each end, but yeah, essentially it's just going to curve around like this and just slowly stepping it down, really not much at all. And then it will just come around here and disappear into the ground. Just blend back in with the sand like that. I'm hoping that's going to be okay for them to actually walk around. I'll tell you what, that first one that I put down actually is not in a very good spot there, so let's try that one again. I can always change the land as well, so I'm not too bothered if this doesn't quite go completely perfect. Let's just get it to the right height, like that. Right, where are we going? That tree is slightly in the way, isn't it? I want to start curving it around the corner a bit here. And then curling it back towards the cliff. something like that. And then hopefully this will just blend back in again at this end. Like that. Beautiful. It's really simple, but I think that looks nice, and hopefully it works. Let me just check if the animals can actually go on it. Well, the staff can, that's the main thing. Good. Traversable area, no. So the animals can't go on it, or certainly not the big ones. I dare say some of the smaller ones might. Yeah, the smaller ones can. That's fine. I don't mind if some can and some can't. That's not a problem. Good, look, these things are being used. These things... Oh, it is being used, so something is still getting to it. Do you know why those were brown? It's probably because they're not food ones. I think the food ones were highlighted in yellow and the other ones are highlighted in brown. That probably makes sense, doesn't it? They're being used, that's the main thing. That one isn't yet, but it still says it's accessible, so... Cool, okay. Yeah, I like that. I don't really need to do much else to it either. I will do lighting in this habitat at a later date. I'll probably put one or two little bushes in underneath. Actually, let me just do that now, just while I'm here. It really doesn't need a lot, but I do like to do these things while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I tend to forget. So yeah, just a couple of little bits of bush under here. Look at that, right on cue. Our member of staff is using our little walkway. I like that. That looks much better than them. Oh come on. Oh look, he's being a moron. I built him this beautiful path and he still walks up the cliff. What an idiot. I can probably stop him doing that, can't I imagine, but just by doing a little bit of clever rock work in here. I think this may stop some of the animals as well, but I don't really care about the animals. It's the staff. I want the staff to use the walkway. Okay, what's he going to do on the way back? Go on, stay on the walkway. Yeah. Nice. Let's just check. Good, yes. He's not going to go up here because he won't need to, but he can now do the walkway. Excellent. That's good. That's all that needed. Ah, right. I'm really happy with that, actually. I think that looks really cool. I know the tree is overhanging a bit, but that's fine. That just makes it look like it's, you know, it's a developing habitat. We've got our animals up on the beach a bit more now because they're using their enrichment items, so that's all good. What was that one? Ah, yes, a food one, so that'll need topping up soon. That's fine. I don't mind that this beach area is looking fairly plain either. I think that's kind of realistic, really. I suppose what I could do is just a small bit of this, just on these real sheer faces, just to make it look a little bit more rocky, you know, where it really has kind of gone a bit steeper. And probably kind of up on here as well. There we go. Yeah, just a little bit of texture. Just makes it look a little bit more terrained then, doesn't it? That's much better, actually. Yeah, that makes quite a difference, just doing that little bit of painting there. Great. Okay, so I still need to work on this cave wall here. I don't like this wall at all, actually. I could probably do with changing this bottom bit here. Yeah, I might just do some rock work along here, I think. And then I'll probably do some rock work and some... actually, I'll probably use my thing that I've got over here, my fake wall. I'll probably use some of that on here like that. I think that would look good. And then again, do a layer of the other rocks on the top. Yeah, I think that works. I'm really pleased that I did this little thing here, whatever you want to call this sort of fake rock wall. It really works nicely. Once you've blended it in with the other rocks and then some foliage as well, I think it actually looks really good. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that, I'll be honest. So I think just a bit like this. Actually, I mean, doing it like this is going to create a whole fake sort of outcropping here, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Yeah, so if I do that and then I layer some rock work on the top, along the top here as well, and then get some foliage around, and then I'll redo some rocks along the floor here as well. I think that will look really nice then. The cave itself, I think, are basically finished in here. We've got people in here, you've got animals in here, you've got lighting. People do come down here, they've got a bench, they've got a bin, they've got some food and drink, and they can just stand here and have a look at the animals in their bed area. So yeah, that's all looking really good. I may still do a bit of floor work in here actually, and cover up some of this. I don't know, I might not. I might just put a curb onto this floor, but I might come in and do something else. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, plenty still to do, but this habitat is really coming along quite nicely now. Actually, I'm very happy with it. Let me know what you think. Do you like where it's going? Do you like what I've done so far? What do you think of the market? That's the main thing. That was what this episode was all about, really, was our little marketplace, and I'm really happy with this market. I think it was well worth the time that I spent on it. Yeah, lovely, great. So let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've had fun. If you have, you can hit the like button for me, and you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hopefully you can join me in the next episode where we will continue working on our reptile habitat. Until then, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.